Who decides what a body should look like, and how far should medical intervention go? Some of the questions that come to mind in the new and powerful memoir, It Must Be Beautiful to Be Finished. And author Kate Gies joins us with more. Thanks so much for writing this and sharing your story.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
So your story starts, you were born with one ear.
Yeah.
And then right away, almost, there was a number of medical interventions to fix you.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And the story is all about how you decided at quite a young age, I don't want to be fixed anymore.
Yeah, I think so. From the age of 4 to 13, 14 surgeries, where they were taking rib grafts and skin grafts, and a lot of them had failed. And then at the age of 13, 14, I'm like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
Because the process of what doctors thought was fixing you was actually hurting you. And you write that you didn't want to be in your own body.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that there's a fine line between healing and harming a body. And through these surgeries, it was a very antagonistic relationship I was having with my own body around like getting it fixed, but also, feeling that it was something deplorable, something at any minute is going to fail me, that kind of thing. So all of that stuff was coming up for me.
Right, and all of the things that you were missing because you were having all of these surgeries as well.
Yeah, yeah. Missing school, didn't learn how to ride a bike till very, very late. I write in the book about missing a field trip to a tall ship where everyone got to sleep over, and I missed that as well. That kind of sticks out into my mind. Yeah.
And a lot of your stories started, and you thank in the book your grade 5 teacher. A grade 5 teacher who first started you writing about your process.
Yeah, he was such a wonderful, wonderful man. When I was in grade 5, we all took this trip to the Brigantine in Kingston, and I couldn't go. I was having surgeries, and then when I came back, everyone was writing about it. They were writing like sea logs and everything, and I went up to him like, "What should I do?" And he handed me lined paper, and he's like, "You have a story too. I want you to share about your story."
And the fact that he wanted to know what you were doing, and he wanted the other students to know what you were doing when you went on your own adventure.
And it was the first time I'd always thought of me being away as just like an absence instead of like I was, having my own adventure.
Right, right. What power did it give you back to take back your body and say enough?
At the time, I feel I did it because I was tired. And it took me many, many years to actually take my power back. I think that was the first, enough. I don't want to be my body touched anymore or broken into. And I think the echoes of that trauma, it was very hard for me to own my body again after that. And it took many, many years. And then of course, being a woman, we're constantly having to monitor how our body is performing. And so, it took well into my 30s to, well into adulthood, into my early 30s to really be able to look at my body and stay in it. And yeah.
Right. I'm so glad you shared this. There's so much more in there too. We've run out of time, but especially the bond with your mom and what a role she played in supporting you all this time. And just, I love that, you read the manuscript to her as you were writing this, read it over the phone.
I read it to her over the phone. Yeah. She was a big part of it.
Yeah. So. Okay. It's a beautiful story. It Must Be Beautiful to Be Finished is out now. Kate Gies, thanks very much again for sharing your story and for being on our show.
Thank you so much.